So thank you everyone for watching. If this is your first time, please like and subscribe. The next episode that will be dropping on the channel is going to be the review of the final week of the Ultimatum. I actually finished it. Brian hasn't yet, so we are going to get that done tonight as well. So as soon as Brian is done, we will be doing that recording tonight. Any thoughts, Brian, on the final week?
I'm gonna put my house on Colby not getting married, or Madeline saying no. I guess is a better way to put it.
Yeah.
That's a smart bet, right? I don't need to talk to my wife about it, right?
I would.
I already put it in.
You didn't already.
I did. It's in. I'm excited, dude. It's gonna be.
Did you? Brian, we might need to take this offline.
What do you mean?
Brian, I think you need to hit pause on the recording.
All right, stop recording?
Yeah. I would
stop recording.
Yeah, please. Oh God.
Shit.
Oh yeah. Brian, you just go watch the episode. Maybe like 10 minutes.
I mean,
Brian, go watch. I know life has been really a crazy week for you, but you might need to watch this episode.
He did it, didn't he?
I don't know what you mean. What, babe? Yeah, I'll be right back. Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host Brian, who, if anyone knows of a economy 2-bedroom apartment for rent, he may have invested too much on a bet for this season.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to be sleeping in my car alone from my wife for the next few weeks. She's mad at me.
What we're referring to is a little gag last week where Brian made a really bold statement, basically where he intimated that he would bet his entire house and his entire life on the fact that Colby and Madeline were going to break up. And I agreed. I think I actually said that the clip that they showed in the trailer, which didn't even happen in the episode, they showed her running into the SUV like an escape. I thought it was because she was going to try to get with like Derek and get denied the whole thing. Turns out this just didn't happen.
Yeah, they did it with a bunch of couples. Yeah, I will say editing on these last 2 episodes, good.
The trailers were teases, man. But
the montages.
Not only did she not run away, she said yes to a proposal to Colby at a cowboy hat, and then she married him on the spot.
Yeah.
I would never believe it. Oh yeah, and we're saying the review. We're doing 9 and 10 here, 9 being the finale, 10 being the reunion. She's pregnant. No, she's pregnant. She's like 7 months pregnant.
Dude. Shit. It's crazy, man.
It was a shocker. I mean, there's no A to B to C for them. She dumped him. I thought they were already broken up. I was surprised when they showed up at the thing. Like they were actually even having an interaction. I thought they were already over. I thought they were established.
It was like similar to Zay and Rey.
I thought she broke up with him. Right? Like, I'm not crazy. I'm glad they brought up like the friend group too. I've been harping on the friend group.
Yeah, we said that last week too.
She had a funny answer. She was like, well, if I like them, they like him. If I hate them, they hate her. I'm like, all right, I guess they're ride or dies, but I'm pretty sure they just don't like him.
Right. Peanut gallery for sure that way.
Peanut gallery for sure. So obviously, congratulations. That's awesome. You know, they're having a little girl. They seem very happy at the reunion. I didn't really see any red flags like that. Either of them were kind of, lying or faking happy. They seemed okay. Maybe the date is it a crazy idea to think maybe putting your relationship into a reality TV show make it more stressful and not less stressful?
I guess for those people, maybe, but geez, I don't know. I would not want to be on that show.
Obviously, Rey and Zay actually broke up last episode, so there was no conversation for they, but Rey was present because Jake and April had their final conversation, their ultimatum, and Jake is out. Jake was out. Jake and Rey end up together, and they accept a trip to go anywhere, but then they don't take the trip. Brian, what did you think about and talk about the revelation at the reunion?
I mean, I don't know. He's got a weird like story arc, and we were kind of talking about this pre-show. Like he looked bad.
Yeah, he didn't look good.
Like Coke skinny, like his haircut, I wasn't really feeling. We were both saying that, and it's like that
He didn't
haircut's
look
not a bad
happy.
haircut on certain people, but it doesn't look good on him. I
He
don't
didn't
think
look happy, dude. He had sad eyes.
like his cheekbones were like a lot
In
more like
pronounced.
face. I don't know. He just didn't look like he was
His
in a good
face was sunken in.
yeah.
And we're not here to hate. Like we just genuinely like we thought you said he had a weird arc because he was a pretty likable character throughout the series. I mean, he was relatable. He was, but I think April in a funny way, besides her horrible hair, guys, no, that her with that blonde hair. But
yeah, Pamela Anderson lookalike.
No, I liked April. I thought it just she made one of the most valid points though. She was saying to him, like, hey, look, like you want to say I'm crazy and trying to push marriage, but what kind of guy buys me a car and a house, but like has no intention on marrying me, or like wants to now travel? Like the things you're doing, your actions don't back up the things you were saying. They contradict each other. And I think that probably led to him and Rey not working because it seemed like they didn't work pretty instantly. And to the point where she even said Rey and Zay tried to, reconcile again. And now she's been exploring like her sexuality and has had like a girlfriend or was dating a girl, and that's the only person she's dated since, and more power to her. But it's just unfortunate. You know what I mean? It's just unfortunate how that worked out with them. And again, I think it may be more him than her. She seemed like she was ready to try and probably was so hurt by it not working that she even tried with Zay again. She needs to stop trying to like clean up these bad relationships and just like go live her life. And I'm hoping this is the start of that.
Yeah, so I mean, we wish her the best.
Yeah, obviously,
her and Zay got a pretty heated argument. I would say that was like one of the most heated arguments I've seen. I don't think it was staged. They were like yelling at each other.
Zay has real issues and real hurt, and it's a real shame to see that. And it comes out in his words. You can see it in his eyes. But he's very hurtful to the people around him, it seems like. And I don't think he's a bad guy at all. And it's just like, again, that was, like you said, Brian, it may not turn out to be a positive ending, but I thought it was a very real relationship that we got to see. And probably the realest and most logical from A to Z, like story arc, as we refer to it. We know they're real people, but like the story arc of the season for them.
And Bill, the editing, like when they came back, because he walked off, when they came back, Vanessa looked like she was crying. So like her eyes were red and watery, like when they like shifted back to him coming back on set. So we don't even know, they could have had like a really pretty deep conversation, not a negative one, just like maybe they hashed it, like had like a talking to, like, hey, we know like it's tough for you guys. I don't know, but it looked like something serious happened because he walked off and then she just comes back and she looked like she was crying. I hope if anybody else saw that, let us know. But I definitely noticed that. And I was like, damn, something big must have happened that they cut.
I don't understand why they need to cut these things in these reunions too. Like, why can't we get 2-hour reunions? Just let the footage roll. Let them. I know they're talking for hours.
Yeah, I want to know what's going on, like behind the scenes and like things like that.
Yeah, I agree.
For a show we like.
Sure.
I don't want to hear about Bachelor shit, but I'd love to hear about Ultimatum and Love Is Blind 2-hour reunion.
100%. 100%. I also was a big. I thought it was funny. A big focus was Nate. And Nate's shenanigans of the, stuff with Madeline at the decision table, and then his proposal and his defensiveness of people being like, doesn't really make sense. And them all being like, oh, now you want one kid. Like, it's not a negotiating chip.
Yeah. Yeah. He looked bad. We said he looked bad when we did the review of episode 3. He looks even dumber with these awesome montages they did.
You brought that up when we were texting earlier, dude.
Great. I was laughing, man. Like, just like even when they would start off slow, like I want kids, and then it's like April. It's just always really good.
Really, really good. Sharp.
Lacheyverse editing. Great.
Oh my God. Lacheyverse editors. Proud of you. You guys get hired by Marvel soon.
Yeah.
Honestly. Besides that, I don't really have a ton of huge takeaways. We didn't talk about the third couple though. We really never really touched on them too much. Randall and Shanique. Randall and Shanique got engaged. I kind of saw that maybe coming. I don't think either of them really. Both of them were serviced by not having great other people that they moved in with and having it not really work. I mean, Madeline and Zay, like, yeah, you weren't getting anything out of that. Like you saw them both basically sprint back to their partners. You know what I'm in the end of the day, and I'm happy for them though. They are engaged. They seemed way happier on this reunion and put together than any time during the show. And Shanique even was like, "Yeah, I had a real bad look on that show. I came off like a total."
Yeah, I respect that.
But and I respect that too. Listen, you may hate it, but you can just admit it and move on. It's all good. It really is.
Like, they didn't like, so they took a little break, and maybe if that helps them out, like, I think what Randall said it, and even Nick Lachey like echoed it, like, just because it's not like a norm path doesn't mean that it's not the right path if you want to work out with that person. So I think it's gonna work.
My last thing, and this is gonna be a little, I'm gonna ask you to see if this is controversial or not. So obviously we are coining the Lacheyverse. We love it. We love both shows so far, Love is Blind and The Ultimatum. We hope they do more. Are Nick and Vanessa Lachey low-key toxic though? I kind of get the vibe sometimes that like there's a lot of snippiness between of their comments and stuff. And I don't know. The commenters, can you let us know? Are they low-key toxic? I don't look into people's like personal lives and like any of the rumors, but I'll take it from you guys. If you want to tell me about it, I'm all ears. So would you get any vibe like that, Bri? That they're a little low-key, not always on the same page?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just going to echo like how like the customer is always right.
Yeah.
The commenter is always right. I don't know. I guess I never noticed that. I thought you were going to go somewhere else with one more thing, but if you don't, I'll bring it up. But no, I like Nick and
so. Oh, good. I'm just asking. I just get this little vibe, and I'm gonna see. I'm gonna watch out for it.
I love that Nick doesn't say much, but he'll say like one or two things a episode or reunion. I'm like, yeah.
True that, bro. What's your last thing?
I mean, do we want to talk about Hunter and Alexis? Hunter did call out Nate, which was awesome. Who grew the least?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure everyone answered, but it's funny that the producers chose to save that answer. So again, that means that's what they think it is, and that's what they want us to think. Alexis she
sucks, dude. She
sucks, man. She's horrible. She's so judgy, and God, when we eventually do a bracket of like all-time worst characters, like she will almost automatic number one seed.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, like I don't want to hear from you. Stop talking about Colby. Like, seriously, stop.
Colby's got a cowboy hat and a pregnant wife. Leave him alone.
Yeah, he's fucking.
He turned you down. You could have had that cowboy hat and that baby. Wanted it.
Yeah, if she didn't get turned down by him, she probably would love Colby. And it's just like that's annoying to me. If anybody else agrees, please let us know. I'd love to.
Everyone agree. I have not seen one person defend her yet. So if you're out there, I'm sure somehow you guys will find our page and you will let us know. But overall, we love The Ultimatum. There's definitely going to be more Ultimatum. There's no way there's not. We already know we have Love is Blind season 3 coming. We have The Circle season 3 the first week in May premiering. So that'll be another Netflix reality show for us to review here on the channel. That'll be back. That is also concurrently with our retro reviews of The Bachelor and Amazing Race and our present day reviews of Survivor, anything Bachelor franchise, challenge, any Netflix show, you name it, we will watch it. But for myself, Brian, Waleed, Kevin, peace. Thank you.